like an awful lot of people treat COVID like it's just a flu, like it's just a cold. It's not. And it's like you have these symptoms that carry on for like so long after, if you're like that unlucky, you know. Like I see it in my dad. Like my brother is fine, he's back to normal, but he's 17, you know. Like I still can't taste. It sucks so much. Sorry to hear your dad is still having symptoms. This is my 10th day testing positive, but luckily no symptoms. Oh my goodness, Anya, 10 days. I know that Bark lost his sense of taste for like a couple of months, but it slowly came back. Like honestly, my dad and my brother were so freaking lucky because they never lost their sense of taste or smell. They were both just exhausted. Like that was like their main symptom, was just tiredness. Like they felt they had no energy. Like they'd wake up and their energy would just be absolutely zapped like the second they got out of bed, you know. So all they could do was just kind of lie around. And my dad is the type of person who always likes to be up and at him, you know, like doing stuff. Guys, once again, if you're just joining us, I am not doing the HelloFresh sponsorship. Stream Elements has been a batch. Even though I delete the command, it's still spewing it out. Don't click it. There's so many other people who are going to do the HelloFresh. Use their code, not mine. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Fingers crossed it does, because I love food. I'm sure you'll get it back. I'm sure I'll get it back. I know like just it comes back at different stages. For different people, you know, like it might be back tomorrow, it might be back next week, it might be back in like a couple of weeks from now, do you know what I mean? But it will come back, of course it will, of course. She can start being seen for her lupus and a specialist for her rheumatoid arthritis. Oh my goodness. Like one of my old co-workers had arthritis, and she literally had to get like injections into her wrists. And it was awful. I'm like, Lisa, you should not be working here anymore, because it was like a very like labor intensive, like you're always working with your hands, like it was a job in food. Like I was like, you need to go get a job that isn't this, because like the thing is, like back home she could even like go out on disability and get paid every week, but she was like, oh, I'd be too bored. I'm like, get a hobby, go swim and do something, you know. Like she's like physically hurting herself and having to go get injections into her wrists for a minimum wage job. Didn't make sense to me. That's just me though. If Kate isn't doing HelloFresh, if she's doing Hoyakand, I would do Hoyakand in a heartbeat. Just some guy, I really would. That seems like a sponsorship that is really up my alley. So it does. I would most definitely do that for sure. I sure feckin' would. Sure feckin' would, lads. Oh god, lads, the things you fucking come out with. Lads, I think I'm going to end early. I think I'll stay on for like an hour and a half, because I'm actually starting to feel kind of worse. I don't know. I thought I was like up for stream today, but I'm starting to feel mega exhausted. I'm sorry. Her hands had deformed a bit, but she made pottery, crochet, painting, and makes tortillas and fry bread every day for 10 years. That is like someone who was super active with their hands. Like that must have been really tough for her kitty to kind of have to cut back on all of that stuff and kind of be like, no, I gotta put myself first, because that is like a lot. Like I even know what my mom, like with her baking, she like bakes and then her wrists will just ache. They will ache her. And she doesn't have any arthritis.